Sega.
Hi guys, finally I've actually decided to do some work and I'm coming back with my AVP review, which I know a couple of you guys have been getting on to me to do. I will post another video after this saying what I'm going to do next. It's going to have a bit of a vote, so check that out as well. But anyway, on to the main movie review. If you've listened to my other reviews, you probably know I really, really hate this film more than anything you could possibly imagine. The main storyline of the film is that Wayland Industries, which is based off of Wayland Yutani from the Alien series, has picked up a thermal impulse from Antarctica, and because Mr. Wayland owns one of the only few satellites in the area, he decides to send a team to check out what's going on, because it could be a big research opportunity for him. So he heads up a crack team of specialists. I'd like to call them the A-team, but they're so bad they don't even deserve that title. They all go out, and they already find a tunnel has been buried down to where the thermal impulse came from. Unbeknownst to them, it's been made by predators, who have created a temple under the ice to breed aliens for their young to come to Earth and fight in the temple's rite of passage. And they go into the temple, the aliens come to life, of course, because they think they're predators, and they attack them, loads of them get wiped out, predators turn up on the scene, all of them get wiped out except for one of them, which teams up with the last surviving human called Lex. The predator helps Lex for some inexplicable reason. They get to the mouth of the temple, Predator tosses his nuke in, blows up the temple, they escape, except the queen, obviously they need a queen to breed the aliens, escapes the temple, and they have another massive fight outside in which the human, actually, with help from the predator, but it's really the human, kills the queen. And predators turn up, take back the predator, who was mortally wounded in the battle, and they fly off. And then there's a nice little plot twist at the end of the movie, where you find out that the predator had in fact been face-hugged, and nice little pred-alien chest-burster comes out of his chest, which is quite a nice touch. But anyway, yeah, on to the rest of the film. God, why? As a little background to Alien vs Predator, it's based off a comic series that was running in the end of the 1980s, I think. You'll correct me if I'm wrong. And it was very, very successful, and they wanted to make a film for ages, but they, somehow, legal reasons, I don't know, they couldn't do it. And eventually they got it made, obviously resulting in this pile of crap. The comics are set on a planet way in the future, set in space actually, and the stories are just way better. They flow, they've got characters, the predators as they should be, the aliens as they should be, it's brilliant. So why did they not use the storyline from the comics for the film? Because Fox are bigoted and they want to make money, obviously. They don't care about quality. So my main gripes with this film are the acting is pretty awful. All of the main characters are fairly badly acted, except for Charles Wayland, again played by Lance Henriksen, reprising his role from Aliens and Alien 3 to a degree. He is very, very good in this film, if to any extent he's underused. However, it does create a kind of conundrum as to if he was the original creator of Wayland Industries. Who is it that we see in Alien 3? It must be his great-grandchild, I suppose, or something. But it doesn't make much sense. Second gripe, Predators are way too weak. I mean, they send in 3, I think, to go into the temple to face off the aliens, which should be more than ample with all their weaponry and everything, and they get picked off like babies. I mean, sure, they're young, but they're not absolutely defenseless. They could definitely take out more aliens than they took out. I think they take out about 3 before 2 of them are killed. And the aliens are just stereotypically evil. I mean, you don't have any chance to get their menace. They just run around and kill people. There's no tension to the film. It's just, oh my god, we're being attacked by aliens, or oh, we're being attacked by predators, or no, the predator's helping us. Which is another of my gripes. The predator helps the human. They don't do that. They work on their own to try and survive. And you got the whole Batman and Robin scene of them running off into the distance, which is just cringeworthy. I actually cringed at that when I was in the cinema. It was awful. And the notion of him making her a shield out of an alien's head and a spear out of his tail is just awful. The action scenes are muddled. You can't see what's going on half the time. And generally the film is just a mess of editing. I suppose you could say it was made for the MTV generation with the editing that's used in it. That aside, there are some fairly good scenes in the film. The Pred alien at the end of the film is quite good, I must admit. The fight scene in the whaling station with the 3 Marines hired by Wayland, that's quite good as well. Shows how cool predators can be if they're used correctly. And the alien life cycle is also screwed up by Paul Anderson, who's probably the single worst thing to come upon the Alien franchise. And Predator franchise, come to that. It's supposed to take a couple of days for the facehugger to gestate, and then for the human to chest burst, and another couple of days before it evolves into a proper alien. So that's all screwed up. But I've heard some fan explanations that the Predators genetically engineered the aliens to grow faster so that the predators could have more hunting time. So I guess that's kind of acceptable if you really, really want to explain it. The actual chest bursting in the film is fairly good. You don't see too much, but if you did see everything, then it would be fairly decent. As I've already mentioned, the fight scenes are really, really muddled. You have special effects, guys. You gotta give it to them. They tried their best on this film. The alien design isn't the classic Geiger design. It's the Resurrection design. So that's a bit of a flaw, but they're all right. CGI is a bit over the top, like with the acid blood, where the alien swings his tail around and it goes flying. Over the top, unnecessary. The physical effects are quite good though, like the head bites on the predators and that sort of stuff. They're all right. But just generally, it's just so lackluster. I mean, the predators are reduced to just like a sidekick, I suppose. The aliens are just stereotypically evil, and the predators just aren't given their due. I mean, the aliens do have their moments, but I can't name one really good single predator moment throughout the whole film. You've got the aspect of the predator so you see the predators building Earth, which is very good. It's the really one bit of the film I thought they did nail really well, was the predators coming to Earth, pretending to be our gods and giving us technology. That was a very, very good scene. Slow motion facehuggers, on the other hand, don't work. They're supposed to be fast and creepy, and the fear of spiders. You hate them because they're fast and they scurry and you don't know what they're doing. So that's a bit of a disappointment. Onto the DVD though. The actual DVD is fairly good for such a crap film. You got a lot of supplements on it about how they made it. I've got the Extreme Edition, which has got the extended version on it. I mean, what a joke that is. They had on like 30 seconds at the beginning of some bloke running away from aliens and predators. But that's it. It's just absolutely a waste of money. So I wouldn't waste any money on any extended editions if you're going to buy it at all. Just stick with the original rubbishness of the theatrical version. So overall, I give the film about a 2. It's just totally decimated the whole series. And the DVD about a 4 or a 5, because it does do its best for a rubbish film. So what does the future hold for either franchise? Well, there's no news on the third Predator. I heard some scripts have been bandied around Hollywood, but nothing's been picked up. Alien's been totally written off the records due to AVP. James Cameron and Ridley Scott want to do an Alien 5, but Fox have got so up themselves they just want to do Alien vs Predator Resurrection next, which actually, I must admit, look up the trailer on YouTube, looks like a damn good film. I don't have any problems with that. It looks really, really good. High hopes that it's going to be better than this piece of rubbish. So hopefully there'll be an Alien 5, but you never know. If there is, I'd be over the moon. If there's Predator 3, I'd be over the moon. If the Alien vs Predator Requiem's good, then yeah, it's good. So check out the other video I'm going to post.
Peggy 18.